Why can't anyone else be like Ricky in his happy dance? I don't know. But what I do know is that this is part 32 of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. We're going to be wrapping up side quests, and then we're going to be heading off to the High Entia tomb. Hello, Nello. When Nello passed out, Teelan helped Nello. Nello must thank him sometime. Nello still be lying around otherwise. Cool story, bro. Eh? Friends want Nello? Nello busy being depressed. Come back later. That could sound like a mood, but that's not me. Nello get drunk very quick, but Nello loves drinking. So always get drunk and make big problem for buddies. But Nello, here's something good. There is medicine that makes you want to drink less. Need friends to find ingredients so Nello can make it. Alcohol? I too used to have a taste for it, but I gave it up when my sister told me it was bad for me. I'd say this is a good time for you to consider quitting as well. Nello knows that, but Nello really enjoyed partying with buddies. Obviously not. We need to find, well, for me at least, we need to find 5 Pagul hot pots from Cruz Paguls at Eretz Sea. Ooh, friend's very kind. Nello wait here with little tipple. With little tipple. A ham sandwich and a tipple. I trust you won't go back on your word. I shall assist you. Ricky no big promised. Dun follow Ricky. So we got the Ferris split that we do need after all. But what you're gonna need is to either go to Latiel Shore so that you can get yourself the Pagul hot pots that you need from the Paguls. These little guys right here. Or actually, no, not or, because we actually have some new arts to show, because everybody's got arts, man. Everybody's got the new arts to show. So Ryan and Charla should go in there and show off what they got here. So Ryan has learned a couple of new arts. First things first is Lariat. Lariat attacks multiple enemies in front, and I believe it also increases the talent gauge too. And since this talent gauge is basically vital to basically everything, well, it basically just goes to show you that Ryan's talent gauge is very important for a lot of things. I already said that. But one use for his talent gauge is called Magnum Charge. This increases the damage for the next art used by 1.5 times when it's at level 1. So Magnum Charge Sword Drive is now actually factually possible for the first time this entire playthrough. So yeah, Magnum Charge Sword Drive, a very deadly combination indeed. And all it costs is the talent gauge. So there you go. Easy to kill. Easy and sure kill. You know what? We might as well take these on while we're at it, actually, because, well, we're basically close to one. We're basically close to that to where we need to be in terms of the Helm coin purses anyway. So, you know what? That's fine. All right, and this is actually the perfect time to show off Charla's new arts. This is called Headshot. This may inflict instant death on dazed enemies. So, of course, this isn't really going to work on bosses and some of the more really powerful enemies out there, but against regular enemies, it's amazing. It's actually kind of incredible that this is allowed to even exist at all. So now Charla actually has an attacking art that's really helpful and more or less very useful. So now she's actually capable of doing things in chain attacks. So now I don't feel bad about having to exclude her from the chain attacks at all. So, there it is. There was Headshot at work with its effect going off. So, yeah. Very, very good indeed that we finally have this art. Like, yes, sir. Or we can do this the very easy way. So, skip travel to the Fountain of Hope right here and then head south in order to find this NPC called N. Argentus. If you overtrade with her, then you'll be able to get the items that you do indeed need, or rather,
Something wrong?
the item that you need, the Pagul Hot Pot.
Me.
You. Yo, what up? Hick, thanks. Nello knew Node medicine was a-coming. So Nello had a little drink beforehand. Yay, happy, Ricky, really happy that you're drunk. Yeah, we got it all sorted. He's drunk again. Luigi's drunk again. Well, how about it? A drink to celebrate? Me? No, my friends like all little pony. Oh, now those head hurt. Good for you, man. I really like that. I really like that conclusion that you went to. That incredible conclusion. Very happy for you. Now, I believe next over here in this little location that's on the map is Ruthon. Buddy, old pal, how you doing, man? Well, this is a problem. There'll be no research for anyone at this rate. I say, you kids. If you're free at the moment, could you give me a hand? Alright, let's see what the problem is. Yeah, something's definitely wrong. Can't we do anything to help? Ricky asked about problem. Listen carefully. Yes, Hulk, respect your elders. First, listen what I have to say. Our Ancient Ruins research team has unearthed some ancient texts. You're researching ancient ruins? Before we set out on this journey, I was doing research too. So I think I really know how you feel. Oh, really? You're a scientist, eh? Haha, forgive me, but you don't really look like one. We've been traveling around for a long time, and it's been tough too. Maybe I'm getting too buffed up? No, never mind that. Please tell us more about your research. I got to believe the text age means that we can't decipher them properly. It would take years and years, and that's just not good enough. That's why we decided to build some kind of deciphering machine. I'm sure you can see where all this is headed, right? So, can you help us gather the necessary materials? We need 6 pieces of sturdy armor from Flavel Andos. Of course, we know where those are, given the fact that we saw one on the way to there. But we actually have someone registered in the affinity chart who can trade for them. And they're right here at the Ascension Hall. Which I actually kind of hope that they do at the start of the affinity, because I really hope they do.
Welcome.
This man Galdo can, yes. So Galdo can trade the sturdy armor that you do indeed need. And for overtrading with him, you don't get anything, because that was not valuable enough, apparently. Sup, me? This is superb armor. Not a scratch too. It's perfect. Now, it must have been tough to go and get it. I knew I couldn't have. Ha ha ha! It looks like I was wise to ask you kids for your help. Thank you! Alright, we did it. And Ricky is apparently very happy about that. At last, we can start constructing the deciphering machine. Here, take this to compensate for you for all your trouble you went through. Yes, sir. Indeed, sir. Alright. So we got that. And 1,500 experience. I think we're basically good to go, actually. we're kind of ready to go. We have been doing all these quests like long enough. And we're basically like well into level 40s at this point. we're basically good for quite a while. But before we go and rescue the Melia, let's see what we're looking like here in terms of skills. So I basically put skill links on everybody. Like I've now actually decided to use skill links. Once again, you can feel free to pause the video if you need to read up on what these skills actually do and how I've effectively linked them to characters. I should definitely mention that each character has their own set of affinity coins. So if Shulk uses affinity coins, it won't affect any of the other, characters' use of affinity coins. So no need to worry about that at all. No need. Once again, I've switched over Ryan and Shulk to their next skill branches. Charlotte is basically almost done with hers, with her first skill branch. And yes, sir. Basically done that. So now we can skip travel over to the center gate, and hopefully not another cutscene will happen there. Thank God it doesn't. Okay, so that's where we need to go, over there. But how do we do that, you ask? Well, take a look at the map, genius. We use a teleporter there, obviously. So let's get our higher damage party in there with Dunban leading. And now we shall save Melia from the Vision's fate.
This is the tomb. Defensive measures prevent intruders from entering. You will have to circumvent these to move within the tomb.
One thing before we enter. Alvis, you can see the future like me.
I am from a long line of seers dedicated to serving the Imperial family. My visions help to protect the Empire.
But you're a Homs.
Yes. But that is for another time. My ancestry is not easily explained, and my ability to see the future is equally complicated. You might say, I have my own ritual. Is it not the same for you?
No. My visions appear suddenly, without warning. At first, they're obscure. Then, as it gets closer to the event, I start to understand.
It seems you possess a power greater than I. I still have not seen any danger befall Her Highness.
Not much use as a seer then, are you?
Nothing passes you by, does it? Now you see why I asked for your help. What a lucky coincidence that I happened to see you in danger.
A coincidence?
But I've seen you use the Monado.
The Monado has been passed down the Imperial line for generations. The sword of the Bionis. It is compelled to do its master's bidding. Magnified greatly, it has the power to control the very fabric of our world. Ether. Control the ether, and your will is made reality. I willed it, and it happened. That is all. Perhaps due to that power, the High Entia sealed away the Monado for centuries. Eventually, it found its way into the hands of the Homs, and then you, Shulk. A coincidence, or something more? You must discover this yourself, for you are the one who wields the Monado. The Bionis is stirring.
The ancestral altar lies deep beneath the seals. What trials await me, I wonder? I must not lose focus.
1,512 cycles since last visitor. State your name and purpose.
Melia Antiqua. I have come to be judged on my legitimacy to the throne by the ancestral spirits.
Permission granted. Commencing analysis of genetic data.
It's so cold.
There are remnants of ancient spirits in here. This is no ordinary chill.
As I explained before, Dunban, the defense systems are designed to prevent uninvited...
Well, what does this do?
Don't touch! Huh?
Alright, welcome to the High Entia Tomb, everybody. Deal damage by firing elementals. Melia is alone in the tomb. It might be best for her to fire elementals after summoning them to deal damage, rather than using them to grant herself buffs. However, when taking on multiple enemies at once, try inflicting sleep on some of them to make it easier to fight the others. Take care not to awaken sleeping monsters with arts like Summon Flare. So, yes indeed. Melia is indeed alone in this. And, ooh, she has a new summonable art thingy. That would be Summon Wind. We're gonna get rid of Summon Aqua. And, yeah, there we go. I'm probably gonna rearrange these arts, like, at a later time. But, yeah. Here we go at the Hall of the Spirits. But I feel like this wouldn't be a good attire for her. What do you say we change that a little bit? Alright, that looks cool on her. That looks cool. Alright, here we go. We gotta deal with some enemies here. So let's do this. Nero Andos. Meanwhile, we have a brand new elemental, Summon Wind. This grants agility up to nearby allies, and considering agility is really important in Xenoblade, yeah, this is a really good buff to keep. But, you know me, you know, this is actually kind of easy. I don't even know why they put the regular boss music in there, too. I really don't know, man. Like, this is not that hard. It's really not that hard. Don't understand. By the way, look at this room, though. Look at this room. I'm not sure if the letters light up. It looks like they don't, but this is definitely written in a language that was inspired by foreign languages. Like, maybe just, like, either Hebrew, Arabic, or whatever else. I'm not entirely sure what it is. But whatever it is, it's got to be interesting. Tasty sausage. Yes, a very tasty sausage is here in an ancient High Entia tomb, by the way. You gotta love it. You really gotta love it. You love to see it. Nah, I'm good. I was thinking of maybe I'd change up my arts a little bit, but you know, not really, no. I don't really feel like it.
Now you shall witness our power.
All right. So, let's do this. Let's put Hypnotize on this enemy. And then what we shall do is we're going to let that guy sleep for a little bit. Meanwhile, let's take care of this guy, just as the tutorials did. And now we shall do the Mind Blast.
Almost there.
All right. There we go.
Is this the final one?
And there we go. That's how you do it. For this basically kind of sort of one scenario and probably one scenario alone.
Searing flames of absolution.
This thing has the power of Testament, meaning that its physical and ether attacks will be up, but why not ether defense? Because Melia is freaking powerful as heck with the ether attacks after all. So I'm thinking, why is this even a challenge for anybody except Melia? Melia is clearly the most powerful person in the entire planet.
This feeling.
Wait, was that new art? No, it wasn't. Okay, it was just a level up. Never mind.
You have done well, my descendant.
Descendant? Are you the progenitor of Antiqua?
Think of me as a recreation of said ancestor, possessing his thoughts and speech.
But he passed away thousands of years ago.
Do not mistake me for a living being. I am a replica of your ancestor. I am merely a projection of what he would be if you were to meet him now.
I do not understand. But I do not suspect any falsehood in your words.
It is beyond doubt. If I could feel, I would feel joy. I am not real, but I do not lie.
Joy? What do you mean?
The results of the gene analysis show Holmes gene integration of 80%. Estimates suggest evolution within 8 generations. Our wishes are almost fulfilled.
Wishes?
Our purpose, as decreed by the Bionis, is linked to our genetic sequence. We have spent millennia analyzing sequences to free ourselves from the curse. Only a certain gene set will unlock the mechanism and set us free.
I still do not understand.
It is of no consequence. I grant you this seal.
Is this?
It is you who will rule the Hyentia, and likely be their last.
Revered ancestor,
Go forth and rule, my descendant.
So the spirits look favorably upon you.
Explain yourself. Only Imperials are permitted to enter this place.
I am the subject of Her Highness the First Consort. I need no permission.
Mother's subject?
No impure child of the Second Consort has the right to refer to the First Consort as Mother. A filthy Homs half-breed has no right to the throne.
Who puts a great big hole somewhere like that?
As I explained, it's a defense mechanism.
What a mess, Rhine.
Friend not clever touching button.
I'm with these guys, Rhine.
How was I supposed to know that was gonna happen? What about your visions, eh? You think the two of you could come up with something?
You know it doesn't work like that.
It would have been useful, yes.
Pair of fortune-telling frauds.
You got us into this mess. And it's not the first time either.
Ricky agree with Shulk.
Why is it my fault all of a sudden?
This time it is your fault.
Precisely.
Well...
Be thankful that we are all alive. I suggest greater care next time. Our journey will be longer, but we can still make our way deeper into the tomb.
Okay. We can't waste another second. Melia needs us.
Alright, should we make Ryan do all the work? I believe we should as his punishment. Alright, let's put Ryan in the lead as part of the punishment. Because now he'll have to contend with all the other, you know, bad things that are happening in the tomb. I see Ricky has a new art. Oh, ho, ho. He's got Burninate now. Yes, sir. It's another DPS art, so let's, yeah. We're gonna get rid of, that. Besides, we already have break on Ryan's marble drivers, so I think he should be fine. Tomb Robber Pool. There's the Tomb Robber Pool. And now, this is where the High Entia Tomb starts to get to be a thing. Green diodes. Let's get them back to Naroth for the deciphering machine. But I don't understand. We just got to that one thing. Yes, we did. Yes. All right. So, now here we are in the High Entia Tomb. A place where it gets all twisty, turny, and all that other jazz. Okay. So, now with that all said, let's take care of this Andos, because I'm pretty sure we need him for a quest that's later on down the road, I think. Now, if Ricky can actually pull off his Burninates, then that would be wonderful, except it's probably too late now. Ooh, gold chest. All right, let's see what we got. Endos alloy plate, lattice gauntlets, and firing hammer for Dumban. Topple up. Not bad, actually. Okay. Okay. Let's go, then. Let's go. Now, here's the thing, actually. That doesn't make a whole lot of universal sense. There are Azul Andos that we need to take down for a quest, right? Well, why? The question is, why? I want to do the red arts. I don't want to show up Burninate just yet, even though I had the perfect opportunity to do so. And I probably should have done that. And here's the thing I don't get. Like, these people really, really need things from an ancient High Entia tomb. That, let me just say this again. An ancient High Entia tomb that only the Imperial line can enter. And yet we need items from the High Entia tomb in order to complete certain quests. I'm just like, what? Like, in universe, like, this absolutely, utterly makes no sense. It really doesn't. Like, how? How could that possibly? I don't know, man. It's really confusing. It's RPG logic, basically. It's really just RPG logic at that point, right? Like, you need something from somewhere, and it all has to do with a frickin'... It all has to do with a place that no one's entered to for like 1,000 years. And of course, that means something. Now, be careful when fighting Azul Andoses, because they have spikes.
It's going. The tough get tough.
Even Ricky know that not right.
Ryan, what are you babbling on about?
They have... Because they have topple spike. And it doesn't matter if you topple and then daze them, the spike will still be active. So, unless you have anything that has to deal... Unless you have anything to deal with that, I wouldn't recommend toppling them. Unless you have, like, really high HP like I do. Then you know, it'll be incredibly easy then. It'll just be easy, man. Green earwig. The greenest of earwigs. Yes. That's what we call an earwig. All right, we got Tool Azul and Doses to take care of, so why don't we take care of them real quickly? Because we got to get them for a quest. None of them had the item that I wanted. Because of course not. It's just really my luck recently, you know? Literally my recent luck has been like, oh, you want this item? Nope. You don't want that. We don't do luck here. I'm going up here because there's an item that we need, and there it is. We did collection quest 4 for that one Alchemoth guy who's just like, hey, I want some spiral lamps. Can you please go to this really ancient tomb thingy to get them for me, please? I would really appreciate it if you did. After all, no one's been in that area for like well over 1,000 years. So it would be really nice if you could do that. That'd be absolutely wonderful if you could do that. Please. The Valley of the Emperors. Would you look at this place indeed? Look at that guy. And this thing. And this wall that apparently you can stick onto. It's a good thing that they made climbable surfaces out of this, because otherwise, you know, people would be in relative danger. And I do mean relative danger. Alright, so let's get Shulk, Rhine, and then Dunban in there. We're going Shulk, Dunban, Rhine for the chain attack order. I have a feeling we're going to need a high damage party for this next portion anyway.
That is a big ball of something.
He'd look fun and sparkle.
It's not attacking us, at least.
What's happening?
Hey, look at that!
Another defense mechanism.
At a guess, we're looking at the tomb's guard.
We're not getting past without a fight.
Everyone, Melia needs us. We can't let this thing stop us.
No problem. Time to break my record.
Alright, let's go then. Let's do it. Orluga, Rufus, Shinra, the Naked Mole Rat. Really, it's nothing more than an Orluga getting in way over its head and then just being stuff. It's basically an Orluga, but like bigger and tougher. But it's got charge 1, which increases its ether. So I guess that's something, alright. Alright. Let's do the thing where we topple it, and then we can actually proceed with the locking up the topple, because this is how it's done. When you got a lot of days arts and when you got a lot of toppling, you know it's good. And look at how long the Rufus is staying toppled. Like, this is insane. Like, it's still toppled. And we're almost done with it. This is pathetic.
Anyone would think we're not wanted. Are we ever gonna find her?
I think you'll find we had to take the long way because somebody pushed a certain button.
Somebody mean Rhine.
Shut it, hairball. It was just a button.
Relax. She will be fine. This route will lead us to the ritual altar. But time is of the essence.
We've got to hurry. There's no time to lose.
Look at that big ball of something. I really like that big ball of something. This room has always been, like, really strange, because it's like... Look at that. You got this big ball of electricity or something Maybe it's like possibly like something tied to like spiritual things. I mean, the room is called the Valley of the Emperors after all, so it kind of makes sense. But if we ever get an answer as to what it is, well, we'll definitely know if we get our answer. But either way, we're done for today. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition... hold on, is that an enemy? No. That's fine. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we hopefully reach the ceremony hall and see if we can't rescue Melia. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.